Hey guys, and welcome to another Gravy's Brew review with me, Gareth Goes Gravy. And guys, it's been a while, but hopefully my video the other night will have explained a few things as to why I've been away. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch that, and it'll just give you a little explanation as to where I've been and what I've been doing. Anyway, for this video, my first real video back here on YouTube after my extended break, as you saw from the title at the beginning, and as you can see from the title below, and I forgot to say it, and I'll say it right now, happy Homebrew Wednesday guys. And on the subject of homebrew, this particular Homebrew Wednesday / review video is going to be a homebrew review. And once again, as you can see from the title, I'm bringing you one of my last all grain brews that I made about 2 months ago now, and it is a Crafty Brews / Dark Revolution Velveteen chocolate stout. Nothing on the label there, or no label on the bottle. So what can I tell you about it? Well, if you saw my video from around about 2 months ago, where I showed you this in the fermenting stage, I said that the ABV was potentially upwards of 6%. It actually came to just over 4.5, I believe 4.6. The ABV will be in the title down below. And unfortunately, this is my last bottle of this particular batch. It was a 1 gallon, for those of you that may recall. And seeing as I've already poured some of it, I had to pour it just to make sure that it was the particular beverage that I am bringing you tonight, or the review. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. And here is the half a pint. A beige, very small white, beige head, I should say, not a beige white. A very small beige head. A few fluffy bubbles just clinging on with a bit of a cap. Colour, as the name suggests, well, it's a stout, so it's black. There's no light coming through that whatsoever. There's just a little bit of light just coming under the coming through under the head. Because I've poured a near half pint, I don't know how well I'll be able to get you any carbonation. I just see some making its way up the glass there nicely. Anyway, let's get on the nose, let's give it a sniff. On the nose, it is very malty, and a strong, very strong aroma of coffee there as well. It's a very tiny hint of chocolate. For those of you that saw my preview, lack of a better word, from the two beers that I put on, this and a black IPA, I can't remember if I mentioned it. There were some chocolate nibs that I had to add into the wort of this beer around about 4 days after fermentation, which I did. I mostly did it as I would a dry hop. I probably actually should have steeped the chocolate nibs, but them's the learning curves. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself, or I'm getting away from things. I'm just going to go in for a taste. Cheers. Oh, wow. Or on the taste, once again, very coffee-like. It's a tiny hint of a chocolate there, but very, very roast malt like, very roast malty flavour, which is sticking around in the back of the palate. It's turning quite smoky as well, which isn't, it's quite strong, not as strong as some stouts I've had, but it is a very strong smoky flavour. It might be because I've had this in the fridge for a while, or it might be because I've let it rest for just over 2 months, but I'm getting just a tiny hint of a wateriness there, probably just the water kind of coming through. But it is, that is very nice. It's not overly harsh or bitter, which I am glad about. Again, the only strong flavour coming through is the roast flavour, that smoky, roasty flavour. That's the only strong thing about this. It's kind of coming through, and it doesn't actually taste of 4.6%. It actually tastes a little bit less than that. So if anybody fancies brewing this, you might just want to be a bit careful. So on that, there's not really much else I can tell you about it. So I'm going to quickly wrap this one up, and I'm going to say, buy it and brew it. Buy the kit, brew it, and try it, and see how you like it. And on the subject, once again, I purchased the all grain kit from brewuk.co.uk, their Crafty Brews stove topper range. I'll pop a link down there in the description to the particular kit that I brewed for this. Excuse me. So if you want to buy it and give it a go, you can. It's relatively cheap at £10 for the pack, and in my opinion it is very easy to brew. And I will be brewing this again, and I might actually do a video on it for you next time. Alright guys, well, that was just my hopeful quick review of this particular homebrew. As always, if you have any general comments, questions or queries about the drink, drop them down there in the comments, we'll get some discussion going. And if anybody out there has brewed this before, and you agree or disagree with anything I've said in the course of this video, and if you can give me a little bit of a few hints on how to actually extract the flavours from chocolate nibs to make this a little bit more chocolatey, do me a favour, drop them down there in the comments and we'll talk. Alright guys, well, that's all I've got for you for now. So, until next time, from Gravy's Brew Review, this has been Gareth Goes Gravy, and I'll see you later. Cheers.